brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell.
Hey guys. Wow.
Two Brains, One Cell, episode 80.
Episode 80, what the fuck?
Hey, but we have 83 subscribers right now.
Hey, let's fucking go. We're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're getting really damn
We're
close.
getting really fucking close.
But hey, I can also make a new YouTube account once a week, so we'll never truly get there. How do you think we got to 83 in the first place?
I've got a couple accounts my own, so.
What's funny about the pod is I brought it up to the girl I've been seeing yesterday.
Finally.
And I tried to brush over it as quick as fucking possible.
Yeah, I got a podcast. Anyway.
That's quite literally what happened. I tried to just like, so me and my buddy do this thing.
This quirky little silly thing.
We know it's dumb. We say stupid shit,
Yes.
but it's funny. And then I just dropped it.
And what did she say?
We just dropped it.
That was it?
Yeah. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then I just went on with my story. So I was like, yeah,
Interesting.
that's a thing I do.
You're going to see her again and she's going to be like,
Oh,
the things I've seen.
I didn't tell her the name.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She just knows that I do.
That's so funny, the difference, because I told Cameron, like
Instant.
right in near the front of the thing, I was like, hey, this is happening. This is a thing.
I probably should have just sent her like a link to one of our clips. Just be like, this is what you're signing up
You
for.
gotta check this out.
All right, Carson, when you're making the clips for this week, put this in so I can show it to her. But no, it was great, and I'm gonna go see her tonight. So,
Woohoo!
woo! And tomorrow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Chill out. Damn.
Also,
That's a lot.
I know. But,
Two?
Two?
Wow.
I also went out to dinner with her yesterday.
That's more than one.
You're not wrong, is it? Wait, other hand.
That's more than one.
That's more than one. Yeah. So one thing I didn't know existed. Do you know what a boo basket is?
No.
Yeah, apparently that's a fucking thing I got to do.
What is it?
Yeah, my question exactly. Okay, so one day I went to Target with her and some of they are her friends, but I also know them because they're my old boss's kids.
Oh, okay.
And we were cool anyway, so we're all friends, whatever. We go to Target because they're like, okay, Jake, one of them, it's like, you need to do this for your girlfriend because you're a bad boyfriend without us, basically.
No.
Which is true. And we were at Target. They're like, okay, you got to get a boo basket. And me and Jake are like, what the fuck is that? Because also I've been single for 5 years. I don't know what the fuck that means. And they're like, oh, it's something you get your girlfriend for around, like, fall and shit. You get a little Halloween basket type
See,
thing.
I couldn't get a grasp on what this name was until you said that.
Yeah,
I
boo
couldn't tell if
basket.
it was like a boob basket.
I fucking wish.
You just get her various things for her boob, or
Just a whole thing of, like, coconut oil.
or if it's just like a boo basket, like you're my boo kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then
It makes a little more
that
sense
makes a lot
now.
more sense when it's a seasonal.
Yeah. I didn't know the context either until we picked up a seasonal thing. Because at first we grabbed a basket, a blanket, and I'm like, what the fuck is
She's
happening?
gonna wrap her boob in a blanket.
It's
what
like,
the fuck is this about?
this makes no sense. Then they explain it to me. I'm like, oh. And then one of the other ones goes,
And then one of them's a free ticket for a mammogram.
exactly. SpongeBob movie. And then when she walks up next to me, and she's like, yeah, you got to do one for your girlfriend, too. And I'm like, she's not my girlfriend yet, fucker.
Not yet.
Not yet. Shut the fuck up. So naturally, I got started immediately. And I actually picked out some really cute things.
Good.
I'll have to show you.
Yes.
I got a sweater that has like an embroidered Snoopy playing
That's got
in
the
leaves.
boobs cut out.
I wish. But no, it's like Snoopy playing in leaves and shit. It's real cute.
That is cute.
And then I also got like the Charlie Brown fall movie
Mhm.
to put in there with it. Like a candle. I'm going to get her fuzzy socks because she loves socks. She already has about 10 million blankets, so she don't need any fucking more of those. Then yeah,
That's awesome.
just that kind of shit. I'm like, when do I give it to her?
It's just like October 1st.
Yeah, it's like, what now? It's like, I got so excited, I picked out everything. My mom, like, got these cute little leaf fairy lights to put in the basket, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be sick. What do I do with it?
She's gonna come over and you're just gonna be like, here,
Here,
take this,
slam.
take it, and then you close the door and you're just like,
Can hear me like
Yeah.
tiptoeing away. Yeah, that's probably how it'll go.
I got really excited last night. I broke out all of my.
Of what? Jail?
Yeah, I did.
What?
I broke out of jail.
Oh my god!
Jailbreak.
Whoa!
No, I I have to do this a lot because I have storage under my bed. So I lifted up my mattress and then whatever's under the mattress, that like
Bed spring.
yeah, box spring.
Box
thing.
spring. Yeah.
But mine's like this big.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had to lift that up, and I'm lifting them both up and trying to grab my Halloween stuff, right? And so I'm holding it up like this, and I'm like, I can't grab it because there's stuff on top of it. I got to get under there.
Did you just like use your head?
I did. I set it down on top of my
Yep.
head, and I'm sitting there like,
Yep.
and I'm digging around under my bed, grabbing I grabbed my pumpkin lights and my ghost lights.
I did see the pumpkins when I walked
yeah,
up.
and then I need to grab my little gnome guy, but I took out those and hung them
Keemstar.
up. Huh?
Keemstar?
Yeah.
Oh.
How'd you know?
That's awesome. What an old joke. Is he still alive?
Who cares?
True. Drama Alert Nation!
Who cares about that guy?
Not me.
Not me. Look at us.
Look at us.
We don't care.
My mom did that to me the other day. She's like, look at us. And I'm like,
Yeah. Who are you?
who would have thought? She's like, look at us. I'm like, since when did you know that?
How do you know this?
How do you know this? You're not supposed to know funny stuff. I'm supposed to tell
funny.
you the funny
I
stuff.
had to explain that video to someone the other day, I think.
Why?
Because it was my dad. When I was out there, he played some Hot Ones videos while we were just hanging out, and I had to explain like all the memes of him doing the "look at us" came from the Hot Ones interview,
Yeah.
and he was just like he knew what the memes were, but he had no idea that it was from that, and that it was like promo right. Either it was before or after that show came out where he was
Him.
him. Yeah. I'm him.
I am him.
You been him, but I been himmer.
Right
Chillin'
in
in a
the
chinchilla.
fucking bimmer.
Well, that's it for this week. We have nothing else. That's about it, right? Nothing crazy happened to either of us, right?
Me? Oh, something crazy did happen to me. You fucking left me
Yeah, that happened.
for a week and a half.
I left.
You should
What
have
else
got.
you want to talk about?
You should have gotten me a shirt that just said, "I left. My best friend left me for a week and a half, and this is all I fucking got." I should have made that. All right,
3D print that.
go on vacation. I have work to
Well,
do.
I could probably do that.
Shut the fuck up. You should have just rotated it. Yeah,
I can. 1, 2. Yeah, I could work that in.
I can work
actually.
that in. Yeah.
Just
Just
yeah. No, I went on the cruise that I've been talking about nonstop for the past like 4 episodes.
What?
It's crazy.
What?
Here comes another episode of Carson not shutting the fuck up.
What? That's
It was an Alaskan cruise.
He got me a cute little shirt
Yes.
from Canada.
And I did get you something else. You said you wanted some Alaskan water, right? We made a joke about me bringing back like a glacier and everything.
That was one of the jokes. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I brought you back some Alaskan water. Oh, there's a hair. Let me get that for you. Oh, there's another one. Some Alaskan water. You know how hard it was to get that through TSA?
I feel like I'm just holding your shit water.
Well, it's from Alaska.
Where in Alaska?
Somewhere near the glacier.
Is this still toilet water, Carson?
It's from Alaska. Can I see it real quick?
Yeah. You can. Wait, is it? Yeah, actually, kind of. You shouldn't this, didn't you?
Taste it and find out.
I mean,
There's your Alaskan water. Tastes like dirt, huh?
yeah, I really can't be mad.
Yeah, when I scooped it up, I kind of hit the dirt before I hit the water first, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Then I shit in it.
Okay.
I didn't get enough, so I was
No,
like,
you really didn't.
gotta fill it up. a little.
Alaskan dirt has a certain like, kind of kick to it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No,
You're
yeah,
welcome.
I actually really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um,
Alaskan water, baby. Superpowers, I think. I think that's what that gives you. Gave me super anxiety, I tell you that.
So no glacier?
No, well, that was, yeah.
There
There was a little bit in there. I was like, maybe this will keep it cool. When you get it, it'll be nice ice cold.
right.
But
It didn't work. Oh,
some about those X-rays and TSA machines just
yeah.
melt. You just melt things.
Something about what the human race does just melts glaciers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's weird.
That was sad. They at the glacier that I went to, they had an entire, like, basically the whole thing was just trying to make you feel guilty for not
Living.
even, like, you didn't even do anything personally, but it made you feel guilty.
Hey, guess
for
what?
Existing.
You're a human. You got brought into this world unknowingly and unwillingly. You're the fucking issue.
and
okay?
it's your fault that this glacier is melted.
You see that little drop of water coming down? That's because of your hot ass breath.
You're like, oh, you farted, didn't you?
Eat some fucking gum.
That's gross.
Stinky.
I can tell you ate garlic. That's nasty.
Who the fuck ate beans? Like, did you not know?
I'm like sitting there inching away.
Did you not know you were coming to a glacier today or something? The fuck's wrong with you guys?
God,
No,
I
yeah.
feel like
Thanks for the water.
every episode I have to readjust this fucking pillow so that I can lean on it.
Whenever I watch our episodes, it really looks like I'm shoving you in the corner.
Okay, so this one thing
It's like
you're not gonna believe this.
it's like I'm like almost in the middle of the fucking couch, just sitting here. It's like I never noticed. It's like, but this is our natural spots.
Yeah,
but
I sit.
it just looks like
Yeah.
in the fucking corner.
Get over there. Yeah.
You're taking up too much of my fucking room right now on your futon.
And
You're
it's
pissing
really
me
funny
off.
because it's like I just like leaning against this thing and breaking it apparently.
Personally,
And
I wouldn't let that slide.
I
Me personally,
fucking this bitch right here, dude.
you're fucking this bitch.
Oh, I also got you this bus pass
Oh,
From this is my ticket to adventure.
okay.
Yeah.
Shuttle bus. Side note: please wait for your number to be called in any of our public areas. So what if they call your number in a private area?
Then you can't go
Why not?
because it's private.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's about it, guys.
I can't even tell you how much I wanted to just put this in my mouth and eat it. Just like, all right, bus ticket. But I'm like, this is probably going to be worse for me than the fucking dirt water that I just drank. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Got you a fucking microphone tie.
Thanks.
It's a real hostile work environment today.
I guess I could break out the book.
Carson's got the book
Yep. I
that
got
just so happens to be a composition journal.
Yep. Where I tend to write down our adventures. Oh, there's Arizona again.
He says our adventures, but now it is 2-1 his adventures. So that's
You were there in spirit.
no, I wasn't. I was panicking and having anxiety here.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let you tell some stories. Then we got to go through some of our texts while you were gone, just to like.
It's like a filler thing.
Yeah.
There were a brother and sister named Hansel and Gretel. There once was a bucket that lived in Nantucket.
You're lying.
I think that's how it goes.
No, it's not. It's not how it goes. There was
I gotta find it again.
There was no bucket.
Okay.
Oh right, I was doing something too.
So that first day, I woke up the butt crack of dawn, got on a plane, got to Seattle, and we Ubered to the hotel
Nice.
in hopes that they would let us check in early, because we had no idea if they would.
Awesome.
And
How early were you?
I think we were supposed to check in at like 1 or 2,
Okay.
but
We were there at 3 a.m.
Huh?
We were there at 3 a.m.
No, yeah, we got there at like 10 or 11.
Okay,
I
that's
think.
it's really not that bad.
But the Uber from the airport to the hotel, the guy, his name was, actually maybe I'm not going to say his name because just for his sake. He didn't do anything bad. He was actually awesome. And
says full legal name, address, social security number.
what happened was
Well, what happened was...
I we were loading everyone in the car, and because we were on the plane with like Braxton and Whitney and Amanda and all of them, like we all got on the plane to go out there. We made it was easier for us to get an Uber for me, my mom, Caleb, Braxton, and Whitney,
Yeah.
the 5 of us, and then they got their own thing, but they didn't pre-do it yet. They just got out there and we were going to order an Uber and wait and all this kind of stuff. But luckily, soon as they walked out the door, someone was like, "You guys need a taxi?"
Oh, that's awesome.
And they just got in and left.
That's how you get kidnapped.
Yeah. And so our buddy drives up and picks us up, and we're loading all the luggage in the back. It fits good, and because we have a lot of fucking luggage. And everyone starts piling into the car. I had to sit up front with him.
Nice, nice.
Now, this guy, he doesn't. He's got a little bit of a language barrier, just a little bit.
Okay.
So we're gonna call him Jacob. Jacob, which is nowhere near his name. When the camera cuts again, I'm gonna tell you his name.
'Kay.
It's nowhere near it. But he comes and picks us up, and I have to sit in the very front with him, and I don't like that
No.
because that is immediately saying I'm the person to talk to for the whole thing.
And how long was the drive?
I can't remember. It wasn't too long, but it was long enough.
Long enough to be
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
And he asked me, he was like, "So where are you guys from?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Where are you guys from?" And I go, "Utah." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "You guys going on a cruise?" And I go, "Yep." And he goes, and I couldn't tell if he said what cruise or where. And so I said, "Oh, we're going up to Alaska and Canada and stuff." And then he goes, "What cruise or when?" Again, he said it a second time, and I was like, "Oh," and I went to say Royal Caribbean, but then Braxton chimes in and says Royal Caribbean, and then I almost wanted to turn and look at him like,
Shut the fuck up, Braxton.
but I just couldn't tell exactly what he was saying,
Yeah.
and I felt like an idiot because of it, because that would happen even if the person didn't have a language barrier.
Yeah.
I'm just stupid.
I'm just dumb. Like, I can't hear people when they speak.
yeah.
And so it's not even anyone's fault if they don't speak perfect English.
Even if
It's-
they do,
even
I'm
if
an
they
idiot.
do, it's not likely I'll understand. But if they don't, it's like my brain is like, this is a weird jigsaw puzzle. I'm not trying.
Yep. And well, it's like the pieces fit together, but they're not fitting together.
They're fitting together, but like some of them are still like flipped over.
Yeah, exactly. And so at one point he was saying, he was telling us that like when we come back from the boat, we can have the boat send all of our luggage to the airplane,
Oh.
and it'll be on the airplane when we get there already. Like
I-
it'll be loaded up.
I don't trust that.
And yeah, it was a little scary, but we
Yeah.
were like, you know what? When we get off the boat, compared to when our plane leaves at 7 at night, and we get off the boat at 10 in the morning,
Oh.
it might be rough to carry around our like 60-pound luggage around the whole fucking city.
I would just sit on it and go down a hill.
And so he was telling us that we could do that, which we already knew that you could, but he was telling us about it, and then he was like, and I can pick you guys up from the port and take you to the airport if you need. And he was like, "I'll give you my number." And then I just kind of sat there for a second, and I was like, "Do we really need to get his number? Like, we got Uber, we can." And so then my mom chimes in. She's like, "What was that?" And then he says everything again, and then says that he can give me the number. He's like, "Here, I'll give you the number." And he kind of points towards me, and I go, "Oh, me?" And so I start to take out my phone, and then my mom goes, "Oh, okay." And so she starts to take out her phone, and then I get my phone out, and he goes, "He got it up here." And then I start to type in his phone number, and I have to save his contact, his personal phone number, to my phone. And I sent it to my mom, and I'm sitting there like, why? I have this guy's phone number in my phone now.
You should have gotten out of the car, grabbed your luggage, walked up to the window, delete, and just show him.
And I don't want to go with that too long, but I got his number. I sent it to Mom. Anyway, we got to the hotel. We got our early check-in,
Nice.
dropped all our shit off, made sure that we had everything we needed, and we all got together in the lobby and peaced out.
Nice.
And Nisha and Isaac drove up the coast because they weren't going to go with us anymore. They drove up the coast, up to Seattle, and they're staying at the same hotel as us, and they were just going to drive back down after we left, but stay on the coast and go to, like, the Goonies stuff.
Yeah.
And so we walk to the Seattle Center, which is where the Space Needle is and where the Mopop Museum is. It's like just where all the touristy stuff is.
Yeah, you sent me some
And
pictures. From
yes.
all that.
Yeah. And as we were walking there, I threw up some stickers and all that fun stuff.
So many stickers
s-
around.
Seattle.
So many.
Seattle got the most because when I got back, I was slapping them up like a motherfucker.
Good.
But we got there and all of us were so fucking hungry, but because I didn't eat breakfast, I had like 2 granola bars, and then through the plight,
No airport burrito?
and through I said plight instead of flight, but through the flight,
That's fine.
I got maybe like a snack or something. I think I got like the Gardetto's, what are they? It's the ones with the little brown, the rye chips and like the pretzels and stuff. Anyway, I got that and I ate like a part of it and then was like, all right. I was like, this is enough. And that stayed in my mom's bag until we got on the boat, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Oh, snack.
that's all I had, and then eventually we're still walking, and I think we walked like almost a mile there or something. At one of the days while we were out and about, we walked 8 miles.
Does this city not have Lime scooters?
They do, but not all of my family know how to operate or were willing to operate it. But I personally did operate one at the end of the trip.
Here's one thing I'm confused about. People are like, oh, they're scary, they're dangerous. You don't know how to stand on a fucking scooter?
That's what my
It's
mom
a
was saying
fucking
with
scooter.
Caleb. She was like, I just get worried, like, I don't want to have to keep my eye on him and all this kind of stuff. I was like, it's a scooter.
It's a scooter. It's a fucking scooter. If they crash, they're going to learn how to not fucking crash.
And so we get there and we go into this place called the Armory. It's just a food court.
Okay. Okay.
And I look over and I see this wing place and I'm like, damn, that looks good. But then I look over that's really close to me. There's a Subway. And we're limited on time, Cade. We're limited on time, and that wing place was a sit-down place, okay? So I'm looking at this wing place looking like, damn, that looks good.
I'm going to make the meme of the guy, like, checking out another chick when he's with his girlfriend.
It's the wing
like
place and
Just
Subway.
a 5-star gourmet meal in Subway.
Yeah. And so I walked over to Subway, and I literally had Subway the day before. And I walk up to Whitney. I go, I literally had this last night, but we got a time crunch.
What do you do?
It was so expensive too. For a foot long, it was like $20.
The fuck?
It was insane.
What happened to the $5 footlong?
Yeah, dude. Then we all ate our shit, and we fucking. That's when we met up with Nisha and Isaac, as they got to the Armory.
Nice.
They met us there, and then we go from there to the Mopop Museum, which is where I need my phone because
God, I
that place
love mopeds are so cool.
was the fucking bomb. Where? That meme, I can't remember what it says before, but then it just goes, where? It's been fucking killing me. That one in the gamer guy where he goes, oh no! Allegedly, I was making a lot of 9/11 jokes with that because we flew on 9/11.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Or no, it was the day after.
Did I tell you the
No.
joke I said to my mom?
No.
So while you're finding that, I was texting my mom because we had made chicken together at the beginning of the week just for like a meal prep, and we had used a spicier seasoning this time. And so I'm like, by the way, it's a little hot. I know you suck with spicy stuff because she does. The ketchup is hot for her.
She takes a bite. She goes, whoa, that's a spicier meatball.
Exactly. And so she's like, yeah, that shit was hot. And I'm like, all right, well, and this was on 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, well, on a scale of 1 to today's date, how hot was it?
And she had to go, what's today's?
Want to know what she said?
What?
7. That's it. That's it. Just 7. I'm like, at least acknowledge I'm funny.
Yeah.
I don't, dick. Like,
But we got to, I think we did get we flew in on 9/11, I believe. Let me look real quick.
flew into.
Oh no, we left. We got on the boat on 9/11.
Oh.
Anyway, we get to the Mopop Museum and we go in, and the first thing we do is go through their hip hop section, which was where I found
Just a bunch of rabbits.
Yeah. Where I found a bunch of, like, this wall that had a bunch of artists on it, like Tyler, ODB, Kid Cudi's down there. I think that's Pharrell in the corner somewhere.
This might seem crazy.
And then the RZA, he had his own whole thing from Wu-Tang,
Hell yeah.
which he was in Gravediggers, which I think might have been what this was from, because he had his teeth, his little fangs.
He had teeth.
Then the biggest moment of the whole thing is when I got to see MF Doom's
The
mask.
mask, yeah.
Holy shit. Because as soon as we walk in there, and I was like, oh, this is, I think, where they used to have it on display. Because Zach told me it wasn't on there, or like when he went, it wasn't there, or something like that.
Get fucked, Zach.
And so I was like, oh, it used to be on display here. Like this, I wish it would still be here, or something like that. So we're walking through, and I'm just like my family is like walking through and just like, well, that was crazy.
I
That's
hate
cool.
that.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like walking by each one, going, "Oh, Biggie, Tupac, oh my God, Wu-Tang." Like
That was me and my dad in the museum, the Met, the Met, like
museum.
one of the biggest ones in the world. Just kidding. But me and him were just walking around like, this shit is so cool, and my mom and sibling were just like, why are we here? It's like, do you not see this? This was made in like 1504.
This is literally the coolest thing ever,
This
and
is-
you're acting like this. Why?
This is the coolest shit in the world, and it's like you literally believe in Jesus, and you don't think this is cool? I don't know. You worship an old guy, and this is an old item. I like that more because I can see it. I don't need faith to be like, yeah, that gun has engravings on it. Sorry, I'm just going off the fucking deep end while he's on his phone, like trying to find.
So
a picture.
I went to me and my dad's chat because I was sending him pictures of just everything that I could.
Yeah.
And so they had like just frames of different things. Damn it.
Cunt.
Mayonnaise on an escalator, going upstairs, so I see you later.
But the best part about the museum was that it had, like, I don't even know how to explain it. So they're like the album covers.
She left me on red for 4 minutes. Does she hate me? I'm gonna just put that down now. All right.
The album covers. I can say that into the microphone. The album covers. They had like variations from the photo shoot they did for the album cover. So that's Outkast. And the middle one is the one that they went with.
Yeah.
But there's all sorts of different variations from the photo shoot.
Yo, is that the guy that got his own meal at McDonald's?
Travis Scott.
I can't believe they made Travis Scott into a real thing.
And so I'm walking around like just losing my mind at all of these different hip hop things, and I'm like a little kid that's seeing just heaven on earth. Like I'm walking around going, "Oh my God," and taking a picture, and I'm like, "Whoa, wait, that's the thing from that guy." And I go over and take a picture and be like, "This is crazy." And I am nerding out. And my family's just like walking around, like hands behind their back, like almost like the food critic from Ratatouille, kind of like just, yes, that's the thing. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, who are these gentlemen over here? Not familiar. Okay, I'll keep walking. Like they're doing that kind of thing, and I'm just running, like zipping around. And then finally, I turn a corner and I see MF Doom's mask, and I stop dead in my tracks and go, and like literally just couldn't speak.
Carson had to change his shorts
And
twice.
tears immediately started to hit my eyes. Like it was like pooling up on my eyelids, and I'm just sitting there staring at it like
I mean, whenever I see boobs.
same. Oh, but like this one was G-Eazy on a skateboard.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And
I forget about him.
or that wasn't G-Eazy. Sorry, that was Eazy-E.
Easy.
That
Oh,
was
that makes
stupid.
way more
yeah,
sense.
that
I
was
gonna say,
way stupid of me to say that. Don't kill me, guys. That was an accident.
say the word.
So I'm sitting there staring at this mask and taking a million pictures of it so that I'm not in the reflection. It didn't work, but I
That's fine.
tried. I tried.
That's fine.
And
There's just one of you like on the ground with just your hand.
yeah, it's just one in the reflection. Somehow my phone is like off to the side, and I've got both hands on my head, crying. Yeah,
Just a YouTube thumbnail.
and I'm just staring at it like in awe because I'm just so obsessed with him. And I mean, if you couldn't tell by the painting and the drawing and my ring and the poster and the also and the Lego and
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so I'm just sitting there losing my shit, and I did not care where the fuck my family went. They left me in the dust, and I just sat there and stared at it. Like after I took all my pictures, I put my phone back in my pocket, and I just sat there and was
homeboy
just
said
like,
a prayer.
"Hey, there's this
Spider hiding
In the corner, super fucking normal. I ain't afraid of no spider.
Why's he looking at
me. Why is it moving? Why is it moving? Why isn't it moving?
Yeah, I thought it was just another one of those dust mark or like the mark up there, but that thing's moving around.
Yeah, that's a spider.
That's kind of a big one. Like not a big guy, but that's like a bigger guy. That's not a little guy. There, I'll put that in the pod. Anyway,
Ayo, fuck you, man.
so I am just losing my shit staring at the MF Doom poster or his mask, and I really could not get enough of it. Like once I realized that my family had genuinely left me in the dust, I was like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. Shit. And so I took this picture of my ring next to it.
Oh hell yeah.
And then right above it was another group of film that they had taken on a photo shoot with him.
That's sick.
And
I'm
then
keeping an eye on that motherfucker.
because one of these times we're gonna look back and it's gone. And I turned the corner and Mac Miller's hands are playing the piano right here. And I just sat there and stared at that for a good solid minute too. And there was these pictures of him in the studio and just
Those are awesome.
all sorts of them. There's the one at the piano again. And so I was just staring at those forever. And eventually I was able to leave. And I caught up with my family and I was like, fuck. Oh, that was great. Like I just
like came out of war.
yeah, I said the emotional damage I just went through.
Hey guys.
And I'm trying to skip through as much as I can because there was just a lot. There was this one with Kendrick Lamar that was also down there. There's a picture of him and he's got like the lyrics and stuff above him right
That's
there.
sick.
This one was also Kendrick. A bunch of these photos, these frames from him. They're like actual film. Then this one I got to see again for the second time, the room full of Jimi Hendrix stuff, and this time I got a picture. He was writing lyrics and stuff down like on a red carpet in paper.
Nice.
So he was at a hotel or a motel or something, and he was writing all this stuff down.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
And then we walked. I really want to skip through these. So we walked to a horror one. So it has different horror movie stuff.
You're allowed to skip in museums?
Yeah, I do.
That's sick.
Just skipping around.
That's fucking sick.
And they had this Blair Witch one.
Yeah,
yes.
dude, you sent me that. I was so fucking hyped over that. That is
'Cause
so cool.
Believe it or not, that is the last
Yeah.
one, the actual last one from the movie, like the
That's
last one that they have.
so fucking cool.
And so I was sitting there kind of like,
You ever seen Blair Witch?
should this be in here? This is kind of creepy.
Mhm.
This is a little weird.
It's a little
No, and then I sent it to you and I said, have you ever seen
Yeah.
that movie Blair Witch?
You ever seen that movie?
Then for some reason in the horror, no, that was at the fantasy stuff. But there was a lot of funny horror like story ones in there from all the different movies. And then there was a part where with a giant casket that you could go take a picture in. And I told my mom, I was like, all right, will you hold this and come take a picture of me? I want to do something really stupid.
I think you said this.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's so good.
it's like the vampire that like just really zonked the fuck out.
The homeboy is off the zaw.
He's like, all right, I'll go to sleep, and then just just dead asleep, and then like I don't know. There was a whole bit that I was gonna do over
He
that.
drank someone's blood that did bath salts.
that just drank a shit ton of NyQuil, and
Yeah.
Then we get to like this fantasy one, and like the sci-fi. It was kind of connected. So like the sci-fi and the horror stuff was connected. So you would turn a corner and you go from like a rah to like a pew, 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 kind of thing.
Okay.
It was a very sharp turn from like
yeah.
from like this haunting music and like screams in the background and everything, and you turn the corner and it's like the Star Wars theme playing, and like you're hearing explosions and lasers shooting and stuff.
It's just
Like-
walking into Detroit.
And so I'm walking, like I turn that corner, and they have like a Marvel comic of Doctor Doom, and I took a picture
Nice.
because I was gonna show Braxton and Whitney where MF Doom got his like thing. And then they have this cool. I have the small version of this actual poster of War of Worlds.
Nice.
I have the smaller version of that.
It's not the size that matters, buddy. You're okay.
Then there was stuff from this guy that I read the book, A Scanner Darkly. His name is Philip K. Dick, and he has this book called "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep," which was then later turned into Blade Runner.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And so right next to it, I have the book I took a picture of, and like he like wrote in it or something, and then right next to it is outfits from the movie Blade Runner, and it had like clips playing and stuff. It was really cool.
Very fun.
They had all sorts of cool stuff from Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the hoverboards.
The DeLorean has been everywhere. Like the Lego set.
Everywhere. Oh, the Lego set?
The Lego set.
Oh.
And the one that I saw at Target the other day, you buy it, you can build any of the 3 from the 3 movies.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It was $130 though. So fuck that. I can't say that. I spent so
Yeah, on the other one. Then they had like actual Star Wars props. Like that was an outfit in one of the movies.
That's a gun.
That is a gun from
That-
Star Wars.
That's a gun.
Then they had the prop lightsaber from one of the Star Wars movies, and they had
What, they don't have the fucking real one?
the stunt helmet mask from Iron Man. The actual Iron Man mask, but like the stunt helmet one.
Nice.
Then from there, we went to the fantasy which I took like a bunch of photos more for my dad because there was like a shit ton of Magic the Gathering stuff, Lord of the Rings, just all of that kind of vibe. Harry Potter. There was all of that fantasy stuff in there. And in the back corner, for some reason, they had a prop from the Batman where Jim Carrey was the Riddler,
Yeah.
and it was just his grenades.
Oh.
That's all it was. And like I thought first, I get fantasy with that one, but I feel like more sci-fi. But I was like, why just the one prop, and why is it the Riddler's flying grenades?
Could have been way cooler.
You could have done anything from this movie.
Anything else.
Like a batarang would have been cooler than that shit.
Literally.
But-
You could print out a picture of a batarang and it would have been cool.
Yeah, I was
I
just like,
don't-
I was like, all right, guys,
I don't know what to feel
do
about
better.
that.
Then from there, we I think we regrouped and went to the one where you get to play all the instruments that I've been just
Yeah,
obsessed
Treehouse
with.
Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant chest, dude.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take a million videos in there, but as soon as we got in there, of course, it is packed with people. I couldn't even get on a guitar when I walked in there.
Nice.
I was like, come on. And but Braxton and Jackson's girlfriend Valerie were playing guitar, bass, and keyboard, and like they have like all next to each other, and they're all playing. You can do this thing where you connect the speakers so that like you're all are playing with each other, and I was just standing outside of them like,
Is it my turn?
can I go? And this is like such a dick thing to say, but like I because I play instruments and stuff, I wanted to be like, guys, look, I know how to play this kind of thing. Like, look, I can play the guitar.
Yeah.
You know? And so
You had a space to show off your skills.
yeah,
basically.
and I couldn't do it because it was full, and it was getting very frustrating. But then I also in the back corner of it, there was this turntable thing that you could do, and so I took a video and I set it down.
What a load of garbage.
Read it, funky. Go ahead. Break down. Reject. Yes. Oh. Yeah.
What a load of garbage.
So you were at a Guitar Center.
I love that you can hear my rings clicking when I'm doing that. So I was just having a good time. Like it was taken. All of them were basically taken, but I was able to sneak in every once in a while, and it would be funny when
It's like the fucking gym.
yeah, exactly. And it was funny when people would walk by, and I would be riffing like the most insane shit,
I was about to put it down.
and you can hear me like someone like walks by, and you just hear da 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 da, and I'm just fucking rocking the hell out.
Love that. I haven't gotten to do that in a while, okay? Give me a fucking break. Why the fuck am I looking at
brick.
Cupertino?
So I'd be playing the guitar, and in my head, I'm sure none of them could even fucking hear it. But I mean, it's on loudspeakers in like these like it's not even a booth, like it's open kind of.
Yeah.
So in my head, when people are walking by and I can see like when they're over here, I can see them looking at me. I'm assuming that they might have heard like a bit of it, and they're like, "The fuck was he doing?"
What's this guy doing?
And so they have these jam rooms, which eventually me, Braxton,
You just get to like make sandwiches.
yeah, dude,
That's sick as
PB and J,
Fuck yeah.
a little snack room before you go back out.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay, more places should have
that really should be a
that
real
should be a
thing.
fucking thing.
Where you just walk into a little soundproof booth and make a little PB and J and walk out.
And like you can just sit there and like decompress for a second.
Yeah.
You know how fucking sick that would
Just
be?
like a nice little like table. It's
And
just-
before you say anything about the lobby, fuck off.
Fuck you.
Okay, shut
you.
up. I need a panic room. I get anxiety.
Then there was a Nirvana exhibit as well that I walked through that
Nice.
had a lot of Kurt Cobain stuff because I think he was from Seattle, I believe. Then
Kurt Cobain, POV.
oh, there was an indie game room as well, so
Oh.
you can walk through and play a bunch of indie games in this room. But
That's
of course,
pretty cool.
we're taken up, and Caleb did not want to fucking leave. He was running around in there, like he would wait for someone to get done and just zip into someone's chair and start trying to play something, like I was with the music thing.
Yeah, to each their own, I guess.
And so they had like keyboards, drums, bass, guitar, bongos, and like I said, the jam rooms. And I had gone in there with Braxton and Dustin and Jackson and me.
Ooh, yeah.
And Dustin was in a band, so so he actually didn't come in until a little bit later. It was just me, Braxton, and Jackson. And so Braxton gets on the drums, and he fucking he's better than I am at the drums, so he's just killing that shit. And Jackson's on the keyboard with a microphone, and I have the guitar, and it's that moment where it's like, it's my time to shine, baby, let's go. And I'm like, how
What do I do?
guitar? How do fuck? And so
String?
someone did catch a video though where Braxton's playing the guitar, and he's like, all right, go. And I'm like, or he's playing the drum. I mean, I don't know if I said that, but he's playing the drum and I'm on
You
the
said
guitar. Okay. But he's playing the drums and he's like, all right, go. And so I have the guitar and I start doing something, and then I just start playing Where Is My Mind? So he's all and I'm all I'm just
God, I
laughing.
wish you would have already known the McDonald's shit.
Yes, dude, that would have been so good. And I tried as much as I could to jam with them, but when they have to rely on me to start it, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to have drums present for me to be able to do something, so I needed him to start so I could do it. But anyway, Dustin comes in, starts playing the drums with or the bass guitar while everyone else is jamming out. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Then I started playing that Deftones song that I love to play on guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and I was fucking just killing that shit. And this was one of the outside rooms, so like people could hear it. And I walk over and I see Dustin and Amanda, and I was like, I was just tearing up some Deftones. And she was like, really, what song? And I said, My Own Summer, Shove It. And she was like, oh, that's a good one. And then I find another guitar and I start playing, and I see Dustin go into the singular guitar rooms,
Yeah.
and his daughter Addie goes in, and then when she comes out, I can hear him playing that song, and I'm like, yes,
Let's go!
because they used to do a cover of that in his band. They used
Oh.
to cover that song.
That's awesome.
So when I heard that, I was like, yeah, there it is. That's like, it felt like the original to me,
just
you know,
just everyone sees you sprinting across
because it was
the
like
place.
authentic. It was right behind me.
Oh, okay.
So when the door opened and I heard him playing exactly what I was playing, I like did a slow turn and was like, there, whoa.
he's doing the thing.
And he used to practice it at home. So when Nisha heard that I knew how to play that and stuff like that, she was like, whoa, I can see Dustin's hands moving the way he used to play that. And so she came over and took a video of me, and she's like, that's exactly how he would do it. And I was like, so that means I'm doing it correctly.
I was about to say, there's not many ways to get the same sound out of a guitar.
Well, you can learn like the easy ways to play like Iron Man.
oh, absolutely.
You know, there's
yeah.
like 4 different ways to play that, but most of them aren't the proper way. So I didn't know if I was technically playing it the correct way
Gotcha.
until she said that, and then he played it the same way, and I was like, oh, then I'm doing it right
Cool.
for sure.
well, I mean, you did play it on, what was it, Rocksmith?
Yeah, that's where I learned how
Yeah.
to play it. And so, but again, they show you how to play it the easy way first,
True.
and then they build you up. And so I didn't know if I was still at like the level of not quite
You were
built
still at,
up
like,
all the way.
Baby bitch level.
Yeah, I didn't know. But she confirmed it for me. And then I got a video of me playing a couple different. Things I posted one on my story, which I was playing that song on the story. But they all ditched me while I was in the single
Oh.
guitar room. Yeah, they left me
Awesome.
again, and Spider's gone.
Fuck.
Dang. Well,
Mm.
you know what? I'm just gonna, for safety, I'm just
I guess.
better watch out.
For safety.
um.
One of these days, I am going to, like, own an actual firearm and do that.
oh.
And I'm going to shoot a spider
Good, as you should.
with, like, just a 50 cal.
But I was in just a single guitar room, and they ditched me. So when I left, I was like, "What the fuck?" But then I walked over to the record scratching thing and took that video. But there was like a laser theremin thing over there that was fucking weird
Yeah.
because it was like two lasers shooting, at the receiving side, and there was another set that had it over here, and you would interrupt the lasers to play that shit. And
It's
it was
so cool.
But it didn't sound, because there's some that you play like that, but it sounds like a harp, like it's supposed to be like a string thing, But it was like a theremin where you'd put your hand in the way and it'd be like, wow.
Okay, Mario.
Wow. And then I ended up trying to go find them, and they're all sitting at the entrance, like on benches and stuff,
It's
acting
just
like.
stressing me the fuck out that it's
That
not
it's gone?
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
And so they're all sitting on these benches as if they had been waiting for like hours, and that they all look like they're exhausted and ready to fucking leave. And I was like,
I would walk up to that bench and roundhouse kick the line.
I was like, what the fuck, guys? But then from there we went out and about, and we got some snacks and stuff, rejuvenated, and then we went to the Space Needle.
Whoa.
Yes, and we got to walk around up there, and the Space Needle is where a lot of my 9/11 jokes kicked in.
Good.
Because there was a point where when we were up top, which not everyone went with us. Like Braxton didn't like heights, so he didn't come with us. It was me, Mom, Caleb, Nisha, Isaac, Jackson, and Valerie.
Can we get a boo womp for Braxton?
Yeah, Braxton. And so when we get up there, I'm next to Valerie, and there's just a plane taking off nearby, and I go, "Oh no!"
Yep. Yup.
And I kept doing that, and I even took a picture of.
That's getting pretty close.
Yeah, look at how close that airplane is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have made the same fucking
And
joke.
so then
then.
I was like, "Hey, man," but we were walking around up there,
Watch your jet.
taking a bunch of pictures, and then I sent you that one of the, oh my god, giant spiders are taking over.
It's actually a really fucking cool
Isn't
photo.
that awesome?
Yeah, that's sick as hell.
I remember that taking that the last time I was out there, because they got the shadow on it like perfect, and it looks like some spiders are up there.
That looks amazing. Like, it looks like actual giant props they made.
Yeah, and but no, yeah, it's just painted.
That's impressive.
And so I took a bunch of pictures up there, a couple of videos, and then I had to really convince myself to walk out onto this thing, dude.
Yeah.
So the first time I was there, I was like, it felt like there was an invisible wall in front of me, and I could not walk out onto that glass. And this time I like could see it, and it like when I first saw it, it gave me that little anxiety pop into my chest a little bit, and I was like, the fuck? And so I looked up and then just went, and just walked down onto the glass and just went, and looked straight down, and I did that we talked about on the last episode, where it was all, my face is shaking like that kid. Yeah, I'm just looking down like, ugh. Okay, I'm good. And so I took a couple like that where you can just see all the way down,
Oh, I like that one.
and then
Yeah.
oh fuck, my shoes fell off.
That was a good one.
And it was really funny because this is like a big area of the Space Needle, and it's all like, it's just around, and it's moving. By the way, it spins. I don't know if you knew this. The top spins, but it goes at 1 horsepower. It
Yeah.
moves at 1 horsepower, so it takes an hour for it to spin a whole 360 degrees. And so that is what made it even harder to get onto it, is because it's moving enough that you can see it like kind of
Shifting.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so you're just kind of like fuck. And so
They should put merry-go-round like horses on there.
whoa, whoa,
Oh, whoa!
and
Yeah, every time it's like, wee, oh god, oh fuck, oh fuck.
I looked at Mom, because those shoes were there earlier, and then we went back to them, and no one was near them at this point. And so I looked over at Mom, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do something really weird. Just stay next to my shoes. And she goes, what? And I kick my shoes off, walk over, and I take that picture, and then walk back to her and slip my shoes back on.
It's insane that I still haven't realized those aren't your shoes.
Well-
I thought you just kicked your fucking steppers off to do that.
They are my shoes.
Oh, that's right. They are your shoes.
But no, some little kids just walking around with no shoes, because those were there the entire time we were up there.
His fucking parents, when they got to the bottom, like, where the fuck?
What did you do with your shoes? And he's just like,
Look up.
just
You
like
can
a super zoom in and on it, and you could just see him up there.
just see you taking a picture in front of him.
Then we Nisha wanted to get a drink on this level. You can, because on both levels there's a restaurant up top, and you can get drinks and food or whatever. And then on the bottom there's like a bar that also does like a less amount of food, but still does good food. And so we get up there, and she's like, I at least want to get some like wine or something like that. And then you gotta enjoy yourself. It's a very fancy Space Needle. You gotta get fancy. And so we get up there, and then her and Isaac order their drinks and stuff. All right, I think I ordered mine first. Maybe no, they ordered theirs. They got drinks, and then they got this like charcuterie board thing.
Ooh.
And it came like after they ordered it, he told them that like it comes with a special presentation where it has dry ice in it, and it like he pours hot water and it flows over the top of it.
Why?
It's a Space Needle. You got to do space age
Yeah,
shit, you know.
fuck it.
Like
Why
I'm
not?
sure that was made back in like whenever this was the Space Needle first came up, and then they were like, "Whoa, space food!
That's so cool. They
This
just
is crazy."
They just serve you the freeze-dried fucking ice cream bars.
And so they got that, and I got the Space Needle IPA called the Space Garden Hazy IPA.
Was it good?
It was good. I liked it a lot, and I wish I could have kept the can.
Yeah.
But the weird part was that once you ordered a drink down there, you couldn't go up a level, and you couldn't go back down to the bottom with your drink. You could only stay on there until your drink was gone, and then you could use the elevator to go back to the bottom of the Space Needle. And you also couldn't finish your drink, or like you couldn't go upstairs back up to the top without finishing your drink. You had to stay on the one level.
Why?
No fucking idea.
So what are they gonna do to stop me?
Well, they have people like walking around. If they see you with the drink in the elevator line, they're like, "Is that empty?" And if you're like, "No," they'll be like, "Well, you can't." And they will like actually pull you out of line, and like you can't go without it. Like, and so like when I was in line with my empty can because I didn't know where to throw it away,
Yeah.
they came over and they took Isaac's, because I think he got one too. They took Isaac's, and they asked him if his was full, and he was like, not, or if it was empty, and he was like, not yet. And then they came back around after it was empty, and they were like, is that empty? And he was like, yeah, and they handed it to him, and they threw it away. And then they pointed at me, and I was like, and I handed it to him, and they threw it away. Like, they wouldn't let you go back down.
See, I think if I was about to leave, I would just see what they would actually do. They're like, you got to finish that. I'm like, well, what happens if I don't? What
They
do you
throw you off the Space Needle.
win-win?
They send you into the space.
Win-win.
What?
What could they actually do to me? That's my question. I'm gonna find that out.
It was really cool.
Camera, by the way.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing on the way up. Like, there's like a whole staircase thing you have to do before you get in the elevators.
Oh fuck.
Fuck!
Not even to the boat.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, it was just really cool because they had like a timeline of how everything was built and the amount of concrete that went into the ground to build it.
See, that would be some fun fucking facts.
It was so cool. And then they had like examples. There used to be a gaslit flame on the top of it that stayed lit forever.
What a waste.
Yeah. And then they had, like, they showed all of the celebrities. Like, Nixon had gone there. Elvis had gone there. Tons of presidents. JFK. They had all gone there.
Yeah.
Before the issue with the headache, he had gone there.
With the Lincoln. Yeah. The best time to wear a striped sweater.
Before we go any further, I did get you another gift. Here are some napkins from the Space Needles. Oh, that's the Subway, actually, from the Armory. That's some napkins.
Carson, these say Starbucks.
Right, that was the Starbucks that was in the Armory. You're welcome.
You're full of shit.
Those technically are from Seattle, though.
You don't even like coffee. What'd you get from Starbucks?
Oh, I didn't get that. Mom grabbed those for me,
Oh,
and then those
okay.
were just left over.
Thanks.
I got you some napkins from Seattle.
These are going in my glove compartment.
Um,
I feel like I'm the unappreciative person right now, but at the same time, you gave me shit water and napkins.
Well, should we keep the bit going?
Yeah, why not? What the fuck? You got me. You fucker.
it's a hat and a shirt and a bracelet. Don't give me that.
See, now I'm the appreciative guy.
Take the bracelet off and look at the shirt while I talk about this. So we went from the Space Needle. I was talking to Nisha about a whole bunch of bullshit because I had a little buzz going. But I got the cutest picture of them up there enjoying the Space Needle. It was adorable. We got back down and I saw that thing for Chris DiStefano. I don't know if you saw that on my story, but
Nah, this sick as fuck.
it's dope, right?
That's sick.
And so I got one that matches it's because that one I got in Juneau, and that's where I got this. My hat and shirt came from Juneau as well, and I walked over there, grabbed a large for me, and grabbed a large for you, and was like, "That's fucking sick."
Fucking love this guy.
And the hat will stay a little curled because it was so tightly
Yeah.
fucking compact.
This is a
but-
sick fucking hat, though. For
dope,
one.
right?
Yeah.
I was like, what a fucking deal. Not only is this like a great hat and a great shirt, like they had it, like our cruise was one of the last few of the season, so they had everything on a huge discount. The large sticker is still on the top, by the way, on the brim. But they had a huge sale, so I got both of ours for really cheap.
Good shit.
Like really cheap.
good.
No,
No, this is fucking. Thank you.
you're welcome.
That's sick. I got 2 fucking shirts, a hat, and a bracelet. This is the best day ever.
There might be more. You never know.
You've done more shopping for me than I've done for myself in like the past 6 months.
There might be more. You never know. So,
Do you have pea water from Alaska?
We get down from the Space Needle, and like I was saying, I saw Chris DiStefano. His thing was up there, and I had known before I left that he was playing the day that we were in Seattle. But I was like, that's fun. In Seattle, who knows how far that is, from where we are. And of course, we walked right past the theater that he was playing in, and I could have bought tickets.
You have no idea. Once you told me the price, I almost sent you the money.
Yeah,
for
$25
it.
to get in there.
Almost just sent you the money. 'Cause
I
I'm
was
like,
so
ugh.
gonna do it too. I was like, what are the fucking chances? And then I was like, you know what? I think he's coming in December. I'll hang on. And I'm glad that I didn't, because now I get to go see Adam Sandler in December instead. So
True.
I'm all for it. I'm okay with it.
Fuck yeah, baby.
The architecture was wild though. Look at this building.
Do you want to know why it's done like that?
Why?
Because sometimes you can only get so much ground square footage to use.
Yeah.
But
So they go above buildings.
you have no one can sell you the air.
yeah.
You can just build there.
And that's why they're above this little suit supply.
Yep. That's why there are overhangs on buildings. It's because you can just keep building out. It's just not structurally safe most
And
of
I
the time.
found this when I was taking this video of this building. There's a million fucking plushies lined across
Holy God, that person has mental issues.
across their window thing. And I don't know if that's an office or an apartment place, but that was all across the windows. Then the next day we headed to this other place where they do the underground tour, and we were going to go to Pike's Market. So on our way there, I see this is the Smith Building, which I went to before, which was like a really old building that they had that still to this day has an elevator operator where you go in there and he puts the floor in and he has to crank the thing, and the steel doors have to shut with like the
Oh, that's awesome.
the what's it called, like you know what I'm
Just-
talking about,
yeah.
where it's almost like a I don't know, whatever. But it's really cool. And so there was a Smith Building that we walked past. Then we went to the underground tour, which I got this really cool picture. Oh, we passed the New York State of Mind with Wu-Tang and Nas posters
Nice.
that were going up. But I took this really cool picture as we were walking past it. I've been on this tour a couple times, so I know like where we go and stuff.
Dude, it came with 2 bracelets.
That one's a cock ring. And so I took this picture. It says large on it. I took this picture. That's us right under it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in Ogden, we have this on
We do.
25th Street.
We have a lot of those.
That's usually what's under that.
oh.
It's
Okay.
supposed to be a skylight, and it turns purple over time because of the sun.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh.
and I really wish I had time to tell you the story of this, but basically they were idiots, and the whole town burnt down, and they just built on top of it.
Oh, yeah, I've actually heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
They just said, fuck, start over.
yeah, and they just built all these walls, and they pushed all of the burnt stuff into the roads, and then just capped it off with dirt, and then
Yep.
that was now the new road. And so they had to
Yeah.
climb down to the fronts of stores until finally they just made the second floor now the first floor.
Yeah.
And then the first ever toilets that came over, the guy that really solidified what a toilet was, you know what his last name was? Crapper.
Bidet.
It was Crapper. His name was like something Crapper from England.
I mean,
And-
I would be pissed if it was anyone else.
right. Isn't that fantastic?
That is amazing.
And that was what the toilets looked like.
I hate that.
Yeah.
But
I got a lot of pictures. There's pictures of like the buildings that were on fire, everything that had got like turned to rubble. Again, I had taken so many. Like I had gone on that so many times. I didn't take a lot of pictures and stuff because
Yeah.
I've been on it so many times. But it's really cool to see all that again and to hear the stories again. I love it. Every time I'll enjoy it. It's just so cool to see the actual, like, because nothing has changed under there. You're literally walking on the sidewalk
yeah.
just under it in a weird way. Like, it is really cool to look through and to see how idiotic they were in that time. Then we go to Pike.
Well, you say in that time.
Well, yeah, and he's still to this day. The tour guide also said it. Still idiots, but
Still happens.
but
Yeah.
like this was a way bigger scale.
We do that with nuclear material, by the way.
And this, I know, because we do it here.
Yeah.
But this guy, he was saying that like, the mayor basically was paying himself to be the mayor, and he rigged all the elections to stay mayor, and then he was in charge of the big companies like the sawmill and stuff, so he got even more money. So like he was basically like the king of Seattle. Like, immediately. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I connected that to.
Pretty much.
But Cameron works as like a florist kind of for
Yeah.
like weddings and stuff like that. It's so awesome. She'll send me pictures of like these cute little bouquets she puts together. So what I did, of course, is every time I saw a group of flowers while I was in Seattle, I just send her a picture of them.
Nice.
And so I've got like a bunch of like
Oh,
these
those are
ones.
pretty.
So pretty. That one I
Yeah,
took for myself
Those are
because they're
very like vibrant.
so vibrant. And then they had
It's like
Pike,
the only word I know.
Pike Place. They're known for having like an insane amount of flowers.
What's it called?
Pike Place.
Oh, I thought you said pipe. I was like, pipe?
Pipe Place. And so they were selling a bunch of flowers here. We got some cool photos out there. We got food. I was really grumpy for the first bit of it because I was hungry. I got the last clip of them throwing a fish.
Nice. Oh, wait.
I
think
put that
you
on my
posted-
story, yeah. And then more flowers that they had in there.
Damn.
And then more flowers. And then more
Holy
flowers.
shit. Wait, let me guess.
More flowers.
More flowers.
More flowers. And off to the side down here, more flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Flowers.
Wait, go back.
Flowers.
Those are pretty as fuck.
They're so pretty. They're
Those
so bulbous.
are fucking pretty.
I love it.
I love that.
More flowers. Picture of this guy from Letterkenny saying pitter patter. Then the little guys with the lights.
The little guy.
You remember me sending
Yeah,
you
you
those?
did. You're like, "Oh, there's a little guy.
The light, and then he had a light over
I
here.
think that's the one you sent me.
And then there was another guy in a little box over here.
I love that. There needs to be more shit like that just on buildings.
Everywhere, yeah. And then this guy was killing it on the banjo. This is why I want to get better at the banjo, so I can do shit like this. Holy shit. This is my kind of fucking music right here. Then from which at Pike Place, we were going around to like all these different places, and eventually it was inevitable. We fucking got all separated from everybody. Like,
Inevitable.
we got from our group of people to just me, my mom, Caleb, and Nisha and Isaac or something.
Let's go.
Then we separated from Nisha and Isaac, and then I separated from my mom and Caleb. And it was because I wanted to buy this ring.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty.
And it was funny because when I showed you my Itachi ring broke,
Yeah.
but it didn't break until the last day of the trip. When we got back to Seattle, it broke. And I was sitting there wondering where I could put this ring, and it was on this hand for a long time. And then I had switched it over while we were on the cruise or something like that. And then when we got back to Seattle, that one broke. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just put that one where the other one was and
Fuck it.
call it a day.
Copy and paste / replace.
The cool part about that was I was looking at all these rings, and there was a group of 3 bikers in front of me that had their vests that have the shit on the back and everything, and they had big ass rings on too. And I was just sitting there like, because they were scary.
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of sitting there like, I want to look at these rings too, but these guys are fucking terrifying. And of course, it's like a row of women's rings and stuff like that, and then just this little tiny section of like men's rings.
Naturally.
And so they're trying them on, and they find one that's like a bike chain that's like huge that was a ring and stuff, and they're trying them on, and they're like, dude, that one's awesome, and all this kind of stuff. And one of them turns around, and I'm not looking at him at the moment. I'm looking down the way because there's like a cool old-fashioned magic shop across this, like the thing from me, and they had like a Zoltar over there.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like staring at that and looking in the shop at all the fun stuff, and I'm sitting there like itching my beard like this. And he had turned around and he looks at me and he goes, whoa, hey, I like that ring. And I'm like, and he's looking right at me, and I didn't realize he was talking to me, and I go, and I look at my hand as if like, what ring?
I do it. Yeah.
And then he points to the one with MF Doom on it, and he goes, that ring's awesome. And I was like, thank you. And he was like, yeah, man. And he turns around, they buy their rings, and they leave. And then I walk up, and I'm like, can I look at what they were looking at, please? And she goes, yeah. And so she pulls it out, and put hand sanitizer on, and I can't find anything I like.
Damn it.
And then finally I look over, and I go, I find that one, and I go, oh. Slide it on, perfect fit. And I've been wanting one like that. So I was like,
I do like those
Fuck it.
styles.
yeah, I was like, fuck it, why not? And because I'm on my Thor kick, I was looking for an old runic look to something like that, and they just didn't have it there. They kind of did, but it was not good looking. So I was like, nah, whatever.
That's annoying.
And then just right down the hallway from that was a comic book shop, which I sent you some Miles stuff, like
You
the
did,
What If.
yeah.
I almost bought that What If one. I walked around for the entire 20 minutes that I was in that shop. I had that in my hand. And I was like, this
So
is
fucking
so
cool.
fucking sick, dude. And I wish I would have bought it. I have regrets. I wish I would have bought it.
How much was it?
Cheap. It was like 17 or something like that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it was nothing compared to how expensive comics were. And then they had the entire, kid you not, this thick of the Marvel Zombies.
Oh, wait, you sent me some of that. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to buy that too, but I knew that would be expensive.
Very.
And of course, I am sitting there looking at a wall of just their like new stuff, and I look up. There's a book on Norse mythology.
Oh, yeah.
So I go, oh, and snatch it right off the shelf and like put it in my armpit, and I'm like, I'm buying that for sure.
Yep.
And I'm looking at all the other comic book stuff. I look at all the Miles stuff was insane, and the Spider-Verse stuff. I wish I could have just bought all of them because they were stuff that I didn't have, and then I was looking at what I did have to see what I could buy and all this kind of stuff, and like, whatever. And so then they had the Thor hammers that I showed you
Yeah.
that were expensive as fuck.
Were they like full metal though?
No, they were like they're definitely going to be heavier and way more artsy and pretty looking.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be for just presentation.
Yeah.
And it was like what $300 for like the one or something like that. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, who would spend that much on something stupid?
That's crazy.
That was weird.
But and then I know the camera cut, but I left and then came back and saw a bunch of cool pop figures and stuff like that. Mom bought me a SpongeBob keychain.
Nice.
And there were some of the rare Naruto ones that were sick as fuck. Like I never in my life have I seen a Killer Bee pop figure, and there was one in there holding all his fucking swords.
Oh, that's sick.
it was so sick.
That's awesome.
And of course it was like fucking $100-something dollars, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
I mean, yeah, I've
Um,
never seen one, so that would make
yeah.
sense.
And then I found out that is the oldest comic book shop in the entire world.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really fucking
And,
cool.
I'll break it out after, but I have a bag from it that I can show you. Ooh. They're gassing us.
Oh god.
Where were you?
That was the theater
Oh, okay.
on the boat.
That's sick.
That first night we were there, I went and saw, or that it was the first night and the last night we were there. I went and saw a comedian.
Oh, nice.
Which I have a story about him because I felt like he was stalking me.
Well, yeah, because you were the actual funny one.
World's oldest comic shop, Golden Age Collectibles.
Oh, fuck yeah.
1961.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So that's where I got the
Yeah, look at like number 401 lower level,
Yep.
like that kind of That's so cool.
I got that from, or I got my Norse mythology book from there. And
Are you going to put that up next to the GID bag?
I kind of want to. I haven't thought about exact placement yet, but that would be the best place actually.
Yeah.
Um,
That's cool.
then, sorry, I'm trying to get my train of thought back about where I was before.
There's so much shit.
There was so much shit, dude.
I think the poop separated because we let it sit for so long.
Oh, yep.
That means that all the good stuff's at the top, right?
So from there, we got done at Pike Place, and we went to the waterfront, which I got to say, there's nothing like smelling the ocean over there. Like, we were on the ocean for, like, 8 days, and none of it smelled like it does on the waterfront at Seattle. Like, it's just got this specific smell that is just so, and it's not even, like, fishy. It's not salty.
It's kind of like water.
But it's just got this smell, and I fucking love it.
Smelly smell that
Smells
smells.
smelly. And I got this picture. They had this one place. I think I sent you. It was the guy that got sucked dry.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah.
They have this guy who they found with an arrowhead in its skull.
Bro, I'm dead.
Burned it. Yeah, this guy had a skull, like an arrowhead in its skull, and then there was like bodies that were all dried up and like.
So all I gotta do to get into a museum is like have some weird shit in my head when I die.
Yeah, just die in some weird way,
And then just like bury myself in the woods.
yeah.
So like they'll find me.
Well,
one
this
day.
guy, they had a theory that he just got drunk and fell asleep in the Arizona desert.
What an idiot.
I think his name was Sylvester.
Wait. Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah, Johnny Bravo hair.
I saved that one in our chat.
And then me across the street from the Hulu, like in my hotel from the Hulu place, because it was actually a
it was
Hulu
actually
place.
fucking Hulu.
And then
Angel numbers.
so I don't have a lot from the waterfront except for the Till I Come excursion that I sent
love
you.
that, yeah.
Till I Come. Till I Come.
Till I come.
Then that place, we were all kind of worn out with shopping from the Pike Place and the Underground Tour, so we didn't do a lot of shopping down there, but we did a little bit. And then we were supposed to go to Red Robin because it was like I think it was like one of the first or second Red Robins to ever be built, and it was on the pier.
Damn.
So you would eat with the water like under you.
It's gotta be like the freshest fucking seafood ever.
It was so good, but we were supposed to eat there, but I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we were desperately trying to find somewhere else, and we had to hike up the steepest fucking hills to get back up to our hotel. Then we took a break, and then we just found this burger place around the corner, and we were like, all right, fuck it. So we go around the corner, go to the burger place, just to find out that it was across the street from the place that was used in Last of Us 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I posted on my story.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
But in Last of Us 2, that's one of the wolf compounds that gets run over, which you go through that whole building twice in two different characters' POVs, and it's so fucking sick.
That's cool. I
And
still have not seen anything about that game somehow.
it's so good. And so when I walked up to it and walked in, like I'm taking pictures as I'm going in, because in the game, I was having a weird moment of like,
I know where to go.
yeah. And like, I know this should be around the corner here. There should be zombies that I just taken out laying on the ground right there.
It's like the story, really quick, of it was this guy in his class. They went on a field trip to like Italy or some shit, and they got lost. And this guy was just like, "Oh, follow me," and they this kid led them exactly back to where they needed to go. And they're like, "So how did you know that? Like, have you been here? He's like, no, I played Assassin's Creed.
It's the same thing from Assassin's Creed, so he just knew.
Yeah, he
That's
just
awesome.
he knew the city.
That's fucking sick.
He's like, yeah, typically, I mean, I was on top of the buildings.
Yeah,
but
jumping around up there, but
Yeah.
I can figure it out.
He let him back.
That's crazy.
It's like, what the fuck?
Like I got in there, and in the game, these doors are shut. You can't get in. They're blocked off and everything, and you have to go out to the left over here. And when I got in there, everything I had to make sure, like, physically had to restrain myself from crouching and walking through there. I am dead serious. Like, I'm not even kidding, because this. I get that it sounds like a joke, but I was restraining myself from crouching. I'm taking photos, so like I'm walking around, and I was about to like crouch down and like do this like little crouch thing that they do in the game, and it was so weird. Like I almost I don't
Okay,
know.
but like if you did that, someone would have gotten it, right?
Dustin and my mom would have been behind me going, "What the fuck is he doing?" Knowing it was the game, because they both played it. They would know, but they'd be like, "Oh my God, Carson, stop!"
Stop.
But like that's the direction you head in the game, and you go back to these offices and stuff. You go behind these counters, I think. Yeah, you go behind the counters and get shit. Like, it was wild.
Yeah, you're just robbing this place. Like, what are you doing? It's like, I saw it in a video
I saw it in the
game.
game. I saw it in the game. Then the next morning, so Cameron, close your ears.
Uh-oh.
So you know how I said the flower thing that the florist stuff. So when we were at Pike Place, I saw this guy handcrafted tiny little clay flowers and pots and stands, and I saw them and I was like, oh, that would be so cool to get for her.
Yeah.
But the guy wasn't there to sell them.
Oh.
It was just there by itself. I mean, obviously there's people at their booths right next to it, and I was just sitting there like, can I wait for this guy? Maybe he's getting lunch or something. And I was like, oh, I'll be up here. I'll come back to it. So we leave, and I come back, still not there.
Fucking hell.
We go back out, come back. He is still not fucking there. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Does this guy want to make money?
Yeah. So I end up leaving, and I'm telling Cameron, I'm like, there was this thing I really wanted to get you that was super cool. And then she proceeded to tell me, she was like, if you got me something from your trip, that would be so cute. And I was like, fuck! Damn it! I knew I should have got it, and I didn't fucking get it because he wasn't fucking there! So,
He got me stuff.
the next morning we're supposed to board the boat, right? I wake up the butt crack of dawn, get dressed, and walk my ass to Pike Place. And I get there not realizing that they open in 5 minutes.
Nice.
And I am like, fuck, these guys are all booths. They have to set up everything. So I am now wandering around this place that's just no one's selling shit. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I can't even buy myself breakfast. Like, I can't even go get a fucking bagel. Like, that's what we got the last time we were there. I can't do shit here. So I walked over and sat next to the pier, like this thing that looks out at the pier. And, of course, they're doing construction in front of it. So this giant, I mean, it was kind of cool. This giant crane that they use to work on cities where they're tall as shit
Yeah.
was, like, turning and dropping stuff, like, directly in front of me. And, like, the guy down there had to unlock the claw and everything, and it drop it all out. And then
It's
he'd
cool as
close it and then
fuck.
pull it back up and go over that way. And I'm like, this is actually kind of sick.
It's kind of like everyone's like, oh, she's a big machine. Watch how the big machine work. It's kind of fucking sick.
yeah, I've never in my life seen those things move.
It's awesome.
So it was kind of sick to see that thing move.
There are so many moving fucking parts on everything.
It was wild. And so see, look, I was just chilling out here. The crane is like that
Oh,
right
I
over
love
there.
that. Yeah.
And then I turn next to me, and this little guy, his own little flower, little guy. Then I keep walking back in to see if he's set up or not. And I walk in and look at the same spot the guy was earlier, and I see someone setting stuff up, and I'm like, I think that's him. And so I walk in, walk back out, like I'm doing this back and forth thing again, and I look over, and they all set up, and I look over, and I'm like, whoa, that's not little flowers. That's like keychains. Like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, where the fuck is he?
Oh, no.
And so I start frantically looking around, and of course, as soon as I turn a full 360, he's directly behind me.
Okay.
And still, like, unboxing. I can see it in his boxes. I can see him in there, and I'm like, okay, I just gotta go be patient. So I walk back out there again. I hang out, and I come back in, still setting stuff up a little bit, but there's displayed with the price stuff, and I'm like, maybe he'll buy it. So I kind of like linger nearby, and I'm looking at him and looking at the prices, trying to see what it is and like what each one is, because he had it set up very weird.
Yeah.
But I am looking at it, and he's like, "You want to buy one?" And I go, "Yeah, I'll take this one with this, this, and this." And he's like, "Okay." And he goes, "These are all handmade. I make them myself." And he goes, "It's all clay." And
I was like sick, and so he boxes it up for me, and I take it and I leave, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta find somewhere for a 2 Brains 1 Cell sticker, and there was this little like coffee place that had like garages as doors, so they pulled those
Ooh.
open, and these industrial pipes with stickers all over on them.
Yes.
Threw that bad boy up there. Then I got back, and I believe we contacted our driver from earlier. We texted him, and he sent his friend. Jacob sent his friend.
What was the fucking point of getting your number, Jacob?
Well, it was because he was on the way back, is what he was saying. So this one was the way to the boat. And so he texted his friend, and we had an issue loading up our luggage because he was not ready for 5 of us and luggage for 5 of us that were the size of us. So
Pulls up in a smart car.
and so we're trying to Tetris this thing, and Caleb ended up in the back with the luggage on his face, and he's holding it like this.
That's fine.
And then we get there. They take our big bags to put them on the boat. They check them, put them on the boat, whatever. And we go through security and everything. And we get on the fucking boat. We get up to our rooms. Well, we get to our rooms. We were on level 3 near like the bottom. Like we were the last floor, 4 rooms.
Yeah.
We got down there, and we put all our stuff in there. And they said on the intercoms, they were like, your luggage doesn't get back till we leave. It'll be in front of your rooms when we're leaving the boat and everything. So we're like, all right, whatever. Let's go walk around the boat, see what's going on. And so we go up to the buffet. We eat some food. We go to the back, and we watch us depart, which is when I sent you the whole city in the palm of my hand.
That was good.
And then I took some cool photos of us just leaving. I took the cutest photo of my grandparents with the Seattle thing behind them. And then I started screenshotting a bunch of things going on. They had bourbon tasting. Then you have to
hell yeah.
collect Diamond International Charm is what this was.
Oh.
And each day they had different ones you had to go collect at different times.
Oh. Did you get them all?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And then I saved the comedian that was playing that night. And so we just fucking headed off. And then me and Braxton and Jackson were looking for their significant others, trying to find everyone again. And we took this cute-ass photo on the edge of the boat.
You look fucking adorable.
We took just the cutest little
You
photo.
look so happy, and I love it.
I'm with my besties. And, we got family besties. Come on.
Oh, okay.
We also got a free little necklace. I don't know if you can see that.
Nice.
Then I took this fucking scary-ass photo off the edge of the boat at night. But I went to different places on the boat. Like, this was the pool area they had roped off. It was pretty late when I looked at this, but
That looks fun.
it was so sick. I went to the comedian. I got really close. His name was Jim David. Really funny guy. All right, that'll have to be continued. But
Yeah.
I will say just real quick, I saw the comedian. I explored the boat just a little bit that night and then went back to bed so I can continue the next day
Perfect.
from there, which is our day just on the boat, day at sea as we're heading to Alaska. So that will be continued on the next episode.
Yeah, be sure to tune in next time so we can hear about the cruise part of the cruise story.
Yeah, the next 8 days of cruise and Alaska that we have to talk about within an hour. So, fuck!
We got the first 2 days in an hour 20.
God, yeah, fucking hell.
Let's
Thank you
just-
guys for watching.
Let's just live stream it next time. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to catch part 2.
Yes, because I have more things to surprise Cade with. I've got more fun stories. I've got
Get more. Dude, I feel like I have to get you a gift next week now.
your presence is your gift.
Is my gift?
Yeah, my gift. But actually, the gift, my gift to me is that you watched the cat and the dog. So
You paid me.
shh.
Thank you.
No, the gift was Jimmy John's.
True.
Jimmy John's, there you go.
There it is. I swear to God, if you Venmo me for that later, I'm gonna freak out.
I might.
I'm gonna. Freak,
I know how expensive that is
I'm
now.
gonna freak out.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I know
Thank you guys.
it's another Carson nonstop talking blah 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 bullshit.
They're fun stories, at least for
but
me.
it gets fucking awesome in these. Like, I have videos of whales jumping out of the water and it's
Ooh.
like their mouths are closing. I've got pictures of a porcupine I gotta meet, like in the wild.
That's sick.
Just hung out with that guy.
Did you know that we have porcupines in Utah?
I know, but he was
I
like
didn't know that.
5 feet off the trail. I knew that because there was a warning sign on one of the trails we went to in or I guess it was Idaho, not Utah, but
Yeah. The girl I'm seeing, I think, hit one with her car. And she was like, "Wait, there are porcupines in Utah?"
Oh, you're like, wait, is there?
I was like, "Huh?
Did you know they don't shoot those quills?
Why not?"
They actually don't shoot them. They just like pull forward and express their back so that it like pushes them out, and then when it lands, it's just able to pull them off of them, which it
Yeah.
actually hurts them to pull that off.
I could imagine so.
Yeah. But porcupines.
Yep, porcupines.
Fish were fucking jumping out of the water. Horny fish were jumping out of the water just for
Balls
fun.
are the point.
Dude, they were smacking rocks and dying in front of us. I have a video of a seal taking a fucking fish out of the water and smacking it against the water, eating it. Like, the most crazy shit comes up next. So
And
just,
you're gonna have to tune in.
yeah, you're going to have to listen to the next episode because it is where all of the Alaska, Canada, all the picture taking really starts to happen. So make sure you guys get that in.
But yeah, thank you guys,
Thank you.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.